Oh, hey, Mr. Kehne, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. We've just got a few questions for you for the Lance. We're going to interview you.
Okay.
Ask you a few questions about, just like your life in general and life here at Linganore.
Okay, let's walk and talk.
All right. How long have you been at Linganore?
I have been at Linganore altogether 12 years. It's been in two different parts, though. I've been here 5 years as principal.
What can Linganore offer its students?
Linganore can offer its students a world-class education. We have fantastic academics, we have fantastic arts, and awesome athletics.
What is one piece of advice you would offer a newcoming freshman?
Newcoming freshmen, remember that in high school, it really is all about the grades. You got to study hard every day. You got to make those ninth grade grades count.
What did you teach before you became a principal?
I taught English.
Okay. In your experience, what is the most common mistake a freshman could make?
Probably the most common mistake is not managing time well. High school studies are a lot more challenging than middle school studies are, and it takes a lot of time to get it right.
When is the school the loudest?
Our school is the loudest probably at graduation, when all of the seniors throw their hats into the air.
Did you become what you wanted to be as a child?
As a child, I wanted to be lots of different things, things like a policeman or fireman, but yep, I became a teacher and went into education.
Okay. What was your best or worst subject as a kid?
My worst subject as a kid was science, just because I didn't understand things I couldn't see.
Okay. Did anyone in your family teach?
My mom and dad and two of my uncles were teachers.
Okay. What was your first job?
My first job, I was a dishwasher at a local Frederick restaurant.
Okay. Do you have any pets at home right now?
I do. I have a fantastic boxer named Rita.
What did you think of your principals growing up?
I liked my principals growing up. I knew all of them, knew them as far as being a student, and thought they really cared about the school, and as a principal, I realized how important that is.
If you could change one thing about your high school experience, what would that be?
I would have studied a little harder than I did.
If you could tell your 10-year-old self one thing, what would it be?
I would tell myself to not give up and to pursue my dreams.
What rewards have you received?
My rewards come every year at graduation when our students, all of our students, realize that they have made a milestone in their lives. It's a great day.
If you could have one superpower, what would that be?
I would like to be able to fly so I could get around more quickly.
Who is the most famous person you've met?
I met Britain's Prince Andrew when I was just out of college, and we were both in the same city at the same time.
What is your favorite thing about Linganore?
My favorite thing about Linganore is the school spirit and pride that our students and staff all have.
Would you leave being a principal for another profession?
It would be pretty hard to leave this job because I do enjoy being with young people every day and working with fantastic faculty.
What time did you wake up this morning?
What time did I wake up this morning? Gosh, it was about 4:45.
What's your favorite season?
My favorite season is fall. I like cool weather, so I like that about fall, but I think I also like the start of school.
What is a book that has positively shaped you?
Probably the book that I think has positively shaped me more than anything else is To Kill a Mockingbird.
What is a book that you've read in school that you hated?
Gosh, a book I read in school that I hated. I really didn't like Heart of Darkness, but it's a great book.
Do you have a favorite author?
Do I have a favorite author? Yes, F. Scott Fitzgerald.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Twitter or Facebook?
Twitter.
Dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
Dark chocolate.
What color did you wear to your prom?
I wore white.
How many times have you been outside of the United States?
3 times, 4 if you count Canada.
What country did you last travel to?
The last country I traveled to was Great Britain.
What country do you most want to visit?
I have visited Austria and I would love to go back.
Okay. Do you enjoy traveling?
I do enjoy traveling, but the older I get, the more I enjoy just working around my house and being with my local family here in Frederick.
What is the best part about traveling?
The best part about traveling is meeting new people and understanding new cultures.
What is the first thing that you notice about a person?
First thing I notice is how one carries himself or herself and kind of looking other people in the eye.
What's the best part about your job?
The best part about my job is getting to spend it with students every day. Students make life interesting and they make every day energizing.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, dogs.
What's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, Thanksgiving.
Do you do anything special on that holiday?
On that holiday, absolutely. I get together with my family and probably eat a little more than I should.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Colors, red or black?
Black.
What's the best invention ever in your opinion?
Best invention, the wheel.
What have you learned from your students?
What I've learned from my students, take each day one at a time and enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it.
What is your feeling about poetry?
Poetry, it's hard to understand, but I appreciate what a great art it is.
What do you remember most from the 90s?
Oh, from the 90s, I remember my early days of teaching and working with some awesome students.
What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Vanilla.
What was your worst subject in school?
Worst subject in school, science.
What piece of advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self, work hard, you'll do well.
What is your favorite cuisine?
My favorite cuisine, I love Italian food.
What foods do you dislike?
I'm not real big on spicy foods.
What is your favorite chip flavor?
Regular old potato chips.
Favorite type of sandwich?
Hamburgers.
What was your most memorable birthday?
Probably my 17th birthday when my parents had all the lights turned out in a restaurant and they brought out a big cake.
Most embarrassing moment?
That was it, my 17th birthday.
Proudest moment?
My proudest moment was probably when my dad told me that he thought I was one of the best swimmers he'd ever seen.